Assalamualaikum to Miss. Today we're going to present about reflection. So before we start, we're gonna introduce ourselves. So my name is Nuraisha Farizal.
I'm Nikki Evalinci.
I'm Nur Shaida.
I'm Nur Shafika.
And I'm Anisha.
So first question is, what was my task? So my task in this group project is to provide ideas in terms of dialogue to create a storyboard. Second question is, what was the online IT tool that I used to complete the task? The online tools I used through of this task were Canva and also the website. So second question is, what's the problem or issue did I encounter during the activity and while using the online IT tools? The problem or issue I face when doing activity is through slow internet, data, and insufficient time. For fourthly question, the problem resolved that I was is I solved it by finding a place with internet and constantly reminding group members to do the task. Last but not least, I feel satisfied when my task was complete by using Canva. And for experience, before this, I can collaborate well in a group. Last question is, what did I learn through the activity? I learned how to collaborate to complete work, and I also learned how to produce quality materials to promote. Next.
Okay, for the first question, what's your task? What's doing my task is to create a logo and poster. Second is what was the online IT tool that used to complete the task. Actually, I use online IT tool is Canva for logo and poster. Next question. I have the issue was technical issue with the online IT tools such as a slow time when I was editing using the online IT tools. Next question is I learned how to use online IT tools when I was editing poster and logo, including storyboard. My effort can help me adapt to using the tool and ensure the activity run more smoothly. Next is after using online IT tools, I feel confident a little bit and comfortable. And my experience after completing tasks, I found them easier to how to use and more helpful for the task. And the last one I learned through the activity is how to use the online tools more actively, work better either a team as solve problem. I also improve my time management and digital communication skill. So next.
For the first question, the task we made was about logos, storyboard, and how to deal with teen stress. Stroke was what with me. Next, the problem or issue did encounter during the activity. The tools could be used for tasks that we use to complete the task. I can suggest several categories of tools depending on the specific task. Use Canva. Next, the problem or issue is the technical difficulties. For example, this includes slow internet connection, software glitch, website cracks, and integration issue. IT, the tools need to integrate with the other system. Problem with data exchange or comparability can occur. Next, the problem resolved. The problem is complex or lack the technical skills to resolve it yourself. Consider seeking assistance from an IT professional or consultant. Next, how I feel about the online IT tool. A comparison will involve analyzing the difference between my initial expectation and the actual experience, assessing the tool's strengths and weakness, and determining in its overall effective in helping me complete the task. For the last, what I learned through the activity as a large language model, stress is not a single entity, but a complex interplay of physiological and environmental factors. That's all.
Okay, for my answer to this question is first, I took part in an online activity that helped raise awareness about stress. It guided me through understanding how stress affects me and include some reflection and tools to help manage it. Second question is, I use an online platform, something like Canva, which I use to create my logo and poster. Third question, during the part of the activity, the page glitched and will move forward. It was frustrating because it felt like my progress was lost. The fourth question is, I didn't want to give up halfway, so I tried a few things like refreshing the page, switching browsers, and even clearing my cake. When that still didn't fully fix it, I messaged the platform support. Eventually, everything worked and I was able to finish it. The the next question. Honestly, at first I didn't expect much. It just seemed like another online task. But after going through it, I saw how helpful the content was. The interface was perfect, but the actually listen helped me reflect and better understand how I react to stress. I appreciate the practical advice, especially compared to how I usually just push through stress without thinking. For the last question, I learned that stress show up in ways I didn't always notice, like how it affects my sleep or concentration. I also found out that small habits like mindful breathing or setting better boundaries can really make a difference. The biggest takeaway was the being aware of stress is already a step toward managing it. That's all.
So for my reflection, what was your task? My task was to provide dialogue and create the dialogue for our storyboard. And next, what was the online IT tool that you use to complete the task? I mostly use Canva apps um to do my poster, and most of the tasks. Third, what was the problem or issue did you encounter during the activity? And while using the online IT tool, so my issue is sometimes I will have connection problem, which leads to difficulty to edit my tasks. And also I have difficulty to do my research for the task. Yeah. And next, how was the problem resolved? What was your effort? My effort is I would try to use my parents' device instead of mine because I couldn't use my device. Yeah. And do research in their device instead of mine. So fifth, how do you feel about the online IT tool after you have complete your tasks? Elaborate and compare your experience before. I learned how to edit a poster properly, and compared to before, I was maybe I was just I didn't use Canva that much, so I didn't know how it works compared to then. For now, I know how to use it a bit clearly for now. Yeah, and the last question is, what do you learn through the activity? Through the activity, I've learned that how to overcome stress, and one of them is actually time management, so things doesn't get piled up because that's also causes stress. And that's all from me.
And that's all for our reflection today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.